I'm really gonna regret this video. Alright, so boom. So today I'm basically gonna be ranking every single Call of Duty Zombies map created by Treyarch, that is. I'm gonna be trying to make this video kind of quick because this video will be pretty lengthy due to the fact that there are 27 maps. Transit counts as one map, and every single Zombies map that I will be saying is from Treyarch. I also like to mention that there will be a trigger warning. There are going to be so many freaking maps that you guys are not going to agree with, and it's honestly understandable, and I don't blame y'all at all. But these are just my personal favorite. I'm going to be starting from worst to best. That's enough of all that shit. Let's fucking go. Alright, remember when I said trigger warning? This is where it's going to start. At my least favorite map, at number 27, I have Dead of the Night. You may be thinking like, yo, Jacob, my boy, you really have this as last out of all maps? Yes. Yes I do. And I know a lot of people like Dead of the Night, but let me just get into this. Those damn werewolf shits were weird and stupid, in my opinion, shouldn't even be in a damn zombies game. I don't particularly think it's a good looking map either. It doesn't help that it's a Black Ops 4 map. As you'll see later in the video, you'll see, you know, what I mean by that. Pack-a-punching was so stupid in this map as well. I just hate this fucking map a lot, and it's my personal least favorite, so there you go, mate. At the next spot at 26, I'm going to have to put Transit. I mean, honestly, what hasn't been said about Transit? I'm not gonna go into too much of the negatives because everyone has heard them by now. Just quickly to get this out of the way. Denizens were annoying, fire was annoying, too big of a map, Avogadro was the most annoying and most pointless boss zombie we've ever had, and etc. I can say the bus with friends was pretty fun for me at least, and I 100% understand that due to the consoles they couldn't create the transit that they really wanted to due to limitations, and I understand that the denizens and the fire were meant to slow us down so the map could, you know, actually work. But it's still an awful map, so here it is at number 26. At number 25, I'm gonna have to put Voyage of Despair. I actually almost had this as my least favorite, but I had to give some credit. I thought the Wonder Weapon, the Kraken, was pretty cool and actually a cool concept due to the, you know, what the map is. And I also liked how it wasn't that hard to reach Pack-a-Punch. But besides that, like I said for Dead of the Night, every room looks the same, and getting 100% set up for this map takes forever. Even your boy Syndicate took a long-ass time to get set up in his live stream. I watched that one time. Now at 24 I have, and please don't get into me too much, I have Revelations. And hang on, just wait. Hear me out for a second. In my opinion, it's just not a new map. I feel as if the community as a whole was blinded by nostalgia. And just by the way, I'm not going to go into how ridiculous the steps were for the egg just because I'm not big into Easter eggs. But damn, some of those steps were kind of stupid. I liked the wall run feature, and I actually like the overall map layout, even though some may not have. My biggest knock off this map is how damn easy it is. You can get the mask with purple jug, and you'll take, I think it's 10 hits to go down, which is absolutely stupid. And you can have that on top of a packed thunder gun and a pack-a-punch to Apothicon Servant. And you could even grab another gun if you have Mule Kick to get points with. What else is there really to say? I just think it's too easy for me. I like a chaotic zombies map, as you'll see later. And yeah, I guess that was my 24th. Let's get into 23. At 23, and trigger warning, it is going to be Ancient Evil. Oh my god. Okay, if you want to be mad, trust me, don't be. Because spoiler alert, at 21, there's actually something that everyone will kick off at. But I actually like this map. I think it's one of the best looking maps aesthetically we've ever seen. It feels like a combination of Gorod, Krovid, Horizon, and 9. The different weapons from each one of the gods was pretty cool as well, and the events within the map are based off of real events happened in ancient Greece. The reason it's this slow is because I just can't get into it. I think it's a pretty slow map at start. Once again, it is a BO4 map. I know as I keep saying this, people will lose respect and wonder why they should take me seriously, which is fine, because honestly, you really shouldn't. But I just don't think BO4 really resembles what a zombies game really should be. But I'll probably get into that to a later video if I get around to it. Remember when I kept hating on BO4 and I'm doing this over and over again? I have to do it, and I apologize. At 22, I have Blood of the Dead. Now this one, I feel as if it won't get too much hate. What a fucking letdown, seriously. We get this map that's supposed to be a sequel to one of the best maps and arguably one of the best maps of all time, Mob of the Dead. But instead we get this stupid clusterfuck of a map. Catwalk was a cool concept, but just failed. Those damn dogs are the most annoying OP things we've ever had, basically. I'm not even joking. Why include the acid gat if you're just gonna nerf the absolute shit out of it and make the magma gat, which is way better? The Hell's Retriever was also nerfed badly as well. And where the hell's the Golden Gate Bridge, my guy? I swear, one of the main reasons I like Mob of the Dead was going on that bridge, man. That bridge was fucking sick. I honestly think it's one of the biggest letdowns of a map we ever had, just purely based off the hype and the fact that it was a sequel to Mob. I can say I enjoyed Pack-a-Punch even though I'm pretty sure everyone thought it was stupid. I also love the scenery. And I got to round 30 on my first attempt, so yeah, I'll take that. Now everyone, please hear me out. At 21 I have... Yeah, okay, I got Origins. I'm sorry, but please, 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 please hear me out. I understand it's an absolute classic and arguably the best map ever created, and I 100% get that. I can 100% understand why it is. I personally have been playing zombies consistently since Kino, even though I actually played OG Verukkt the day it came out once, but that was it. Shout out to Ethan, by the way. But briefly during BO2, I wasn't able to play Buried or Origins when they came out due to my life circumstances and situations at the time. But enough of that, I obviously could still play it right now if I wanted to, and I have tried time and time again, and I just personally can't get into it. I hate how complicated everything is. I hate how in BO3 when they brought back the fucking mud and made it impossible to run. And besides that, I really can't name anything else I hate about it off the top of the dome. I actually like the Panzers in BO2 because I thought it brought a chaotic challenge, which I love in zombies. Also, looking out for them big-ass niggas who walk around through the map wasn't bad at all. I didn't really mind that, to be honest. Plus, those staffs were fucking amazing. Such a dope concept and just an amazing looking weapon. It was really good concept for that time, man, really. Now at 20, I have to put, and I hate to say it, Noctur on Toten. Man, I really do hate to do this. It's so crazy how they came up with this concept of zombies after completing the campaign. I didn't ever play the OG version while it was brand new, but I have obviously gone back and played it, and I honestly really enjoy it. Flamethrower and Training and Spawn is just so much fun, and it's an absolute classic, absolutely iconic. That is the first few times you play it, which is the point I'm getting at. It's just too bland and boring, like when my mom makes chicken. There was no perks and no pack-a-punch, just bare bones, which I really love. I understand it was the first map ever, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, knock that for it, because obviously it was the first map ever, they didn't have those concepts in the back of their mind yet. So you might be saying I should cut it some slack, which I really am by putting it this high up. Just looking back at it, it's just too boring, plain and simple. At 19, I have Classified. I honestly like this map, just the other 18 left I liked more. What a fucking stupid statement. But to get into the map, I really did like the new rooms they introduced a lot. I think the overall map layout was pretty cool looking. I also really enjoyed how you could see where you were going with the teleporter. I obviously wish the OG 5 cast was back, shout out to Castro, but I understand for the story purposes they aren't. I also don't think they could bring them back if they wanted to, because they would have to re-sign contracts and get voice actors to voice the characters again. Kinda why I think the Call of the Dead cast won't return. But anyway, things I don't like about this map are the blue screens. Now, I understand I don't go for the crazy high rounds, but I honestly personally got this issue plenty of times, and it was only on this map, actually. I also thought the way to Pack-a-Punch was so incredibly just stupid, the fact that you had to build that shit, whatever the fuck it was called, and it was just such a piss take. But it's my second favorite BO4 map they created so far. Yeah, and that's about it. At number 18, I have Shino Numa. I mean, Shino Numa is an absolute classic, man. You gotta get it. Like, it's so good, man. I mean, I really shouldn't say it's so good when I'm putting it this, you know, low in the list, but I really do enjoy this map. I mean, this was the first map we got introduced to the fucking goat-ass characters, you know what I'm saying? It was honestly really ahead of its time. It was the first time we ever actually got a real wonder weapon, and it's honestly just so easy. I mean, what is the world record round? Like, Jesus Christ, it's like in the, what, 7,000s? It's fucking crazy. There's not really much I can say about this map. I mean, it's just a middle ground map, one of the first ever to be created, and I honestly still do enjoy it to this day. I do prefer the BO3 Zombies Chronicles version, actually, which is kind of rare of me. I usually like the OG maps better, but I actually enjoy on Zombies Chronicles Shino Numa. That's really all I have to say about the map. I guess I'll get into the next one. If there's anyone there from Origins when I put it that low on the list, you're gonna leave after I say this. I, at 17, have gorod Crovey. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This is actually one of my most played maps. I'd say top 5 maybe. And I honestly think it's so dope. Like, getting to Pack-a-Punch on that dragon is fucking crazy. They brought back the PPSH, which was honestly just amazing. But the reason I have it this low on my list is just purely the fact I just can't get into it. I don't like the freaking flying balls things of drone things. I just don't like them. They're annoying. And I understand this as one of, if not the best Easter egg boss fight of all time. I'd say personally it's the best. And that's honestly why I'm putting it this high. Like, seriously. It is quite of a challenge of a map, which I do enjoy. But, like, for the same reason I put Origins so low, I'm gonna have to put this as low as well. Yeah, I apologize, man. I really do. Now, you might be saying to yourself, wait, he put gorod Crovey already. So that means he put Zetsubo higher than gorod Crovey, right? Yeah, I did. At 16, I have Zetsubo. The thing I love about Zetsubo is the absolute beautiful scenery. Now, I think I might be overreacting when I say beautiful, but I really, really enjoyed the scenery. Yes, it could get tedious to set up, but once you're set up on that map is actually quite a lot of fun. Getting Pack-a-Punch wasn't the most difficult thing in the world, and I'm not going to get into the whole upgrading the KT4 thing, because I just never get the KT4. There's so much better options. I mean, honestly, in BO3, you don't really need a wonder weapon when you have double Pack-a-Punch. Like, you just don't really need it. And speaking of weapons, those Marshall 16s, I really wish were on other maps. It might be on Revelations, but I'm not 100% sure about that. The reason I have it not as high as I actually like to, because I quite enjoy the map, to be honest, is because I remember in the beginning when it came out, there were so many glitches and bugs. Me personally, I ran into a few of them. Like, it's really bad. I've had the whole Jug and Quick Revive thing spawning inside of each other. It was just so buggy in the beginning, and it still is to this day. Alright, let's move on. At number 15, I have Moon. Yes, Moon. I have Moon at this spot. Can we just think about back in BO1 when they announced that fucking map was going to be on the moon, how much hype it was? And Moon's actually an okay map. I mean, it's in the middle of the pack. I love the last man standing concept. I think it's actually pretty dope. And I remember back in the day when I don't even know how old I was when that map came out. How old was I? Fucking what? Was I 9? No. I think I was, no way. Was I really 9 years old playing zombies? God damn. But anyway, I think the excavators are the most annoying and most stupid things, like, of all time. Maybe it's not as bad in BO3, but I remember back in BO1 to hear that announcer lady say that the excavator pie was coming down. You did not hear that, ever. I don't care who you is. You can have your shit all the way up to 10. I swear to God, you're not gonna hear it. I actually really did like the biodome. Another thing I absolutely hate are those damn Nova Crawlers. They're so annoying on Moon. What the fuck happened to them? Seriously, where did they come to do that? Like, what the hell? I have had to have died 24 times to those fuckers. I swear to God. They fucking teleport, and then the worst thing is when fucking 3 of them teleport at once and fucking surround you in a circle, and you're fucked. It's over. And I know I didn't talk about the space dude. I honestly didn't mind him. I mean, if he dropped maybe a max ammo when he killed him, that would be a little bit better. Or at least had a chance to drop a max ammo. I didn't really find a problem with him. Yes, I've been sucked in by him, and he's fucking shot me out like what my dad did. Like, I understand the struggle. I understand the pain, but it just never really bothered me too much. And yeah, that's really all I gotta say about 15. I'm gonna get into number 14 now. Now, remember before when I was talking about easy maps, how I hate them? Yeah, I guess I'm much of a hypocrite just because I put this at 14.
You just literally tap the petrifier, so it doesn't overheat. So as you can see, it goes from 18 to 19 to 18 to 19, and then sometimes I might double tap it if I want it to go a little bit faster.
Haha! The nuke is gonna save us!
And I never originally actually played Buried, as I said when I was talking about Origins. I've heard how tedious Leroy can get, and I've heard of how boring of the map it can get. But from the 10 times I played, I really had a good time. I mean, hey, you gotta give some credit on BO2, you getting PhD Floppa on a map? What are you niggas talking about? That's just, you know, that's revolutionary, baby. I didn't actually mind the maze. I know everyone hates the fucking maze. Like I said, it's a challenge. You don't know really the fuck you're going. You gotta, you know, try to watch out for all the zombies. You don't want to get closed in. It's honestly great. It could be a map in itself, to be honest. I mean, saying it's great might be an overstretch, but, like, I just like chaotic shit in zombies, and I thought I didn't think the maze was that bad. I apologize. My apologies. The Paralyzer is not one of my favorite wonder weapons of all time, but it's gotta be top 3 most cool looking weapons of all time. I mean, the fact that you could fucking fly is kind of crazy, and I thought, honestly, back in the day when I heard that that was gonna be a thing, I thought it would, you know, break the fucking map, but they did a good job to kind of balance it. It feels like they heard the backlash of the jet gun and were like, oh shit, how do we make the jet gun better? And then they created the Paralyzer. There's just a bunch of similarities, in my opinion, to them. But as I kind of mentioned, this map is so easy. There are so many ways to get points. You get points from making Leroy fucking slam shit. You get points for writing chalk on the wall. You got the whole big-ass bang. And then, obviously, you get points from killing zombies. And yeah, they're at number 14. I'm not really going to talk too much about it. Now at 13, I have Kino der Toten. What an absolute classic. When I think of Call of Duty Zombies, I think of Kino. I don't know if anyone else thinks of something different. You might think of Origins, you might think of fucking Transit, who knows. Let me get into the good things about Kino before I say the few bad things. The fact that this was supposed to be a World at War map is absolutely mind-blowing. You had the Thunder Gun, which is the second best wonder weapon of all time in my opinion. You had those Syndicate videos. And you had, and I'm saying you, had all those good times with friends on Kino. There is nobody who hasn't had one good time on Kino with friends. It's one of the most fucking amazing things about the map. There's not really much more to say how good Kino is that hasn't already been said by literally everybody. Some people think this is the best map of all time. Or at least their favorite, that is, I guess. I didn't mind the Nova crawlers that much. They really didn't bother me. They're not as bad as Moon, let's be honest. If it had an Easter egg, it'd be a lot better. It's kind of bland if you want to say that, but then again, Zombies Chronicles version of Kino is just absolutely crazy. It looks so good on Black Ops 3. And that's really all I gotta say about Kino. At 12, I have Nuketown, and everybody's throwing up in their mouths. They're like, yo, my nigga Jacob, bro, Nuketown is one of the worst zombie maps of all time. And I'm here to disagree, man, I swear. I absolutely love the fact that you don't know when you're gonna get Jug. When I play, I don't care if I'm getting it at 5 or 25. It doesn't matter to me. Just be a better Zombies player. And I'm not saying I'm the best Zombies player ever, because I obviously am not. Trust me, I am not. But it's a challenge, and you gotta enjoy Zombies and the challenge that comes with it. And it's gotta be one of the best looking Zombies maps of all time. I remember when it came out, some people were saying at that time, at that specific time, that it was one of the best looking maps of all time, if not the best, and I honestly still to this day agree. I'd put it in my top 5. And I just had a lot of personal fun on this map. It'd be a lot higher on the list for me if there was a wonder weapon, but there sadly isn't. And actually, fun fact for you, there's actually supposed to be the jet gun on the map. Not that that would have made any difference whatsoever, but yeah, there you go. At number 11, I have to put Ascension. Yes, I prefer Ascension over Nuketown and Kino and Buried and Moon. Yes, I do. This map would be in my top 3 if those damn monkeys weren't on the map. Such a good scenery, such a good setting. You got rockets flying everywhere, you got monkeys coming down. You got the sickle, which is my personal favorite weapon, period, in Zombies ever. There's a lot of good spots to train. But once again, why it's not so high, other than the monkeys, is the fact of how easy the map can be. I got to around 68 in 2 hours. Now, I don't know if that's good or not. I mean, I was just playing casual, and I was just going with the flow, and I did that. I don't know if that's good. You can let me know. I don't know. This map introduced PhD Floppa and Stamina Up, which are arguably the 2 best perks of all time. Stamina Up is my personal favorite perk of all time. And there's just a lot of innovation. It was the first ever Easter egg on a map. I just really didn't mind this map. I thought it was really good, to be honest. At number 10, I have 9. Yes, I put a DO4 map in the top 10. Fucking sue me. When Black Ops 4 came out, I did not play the zombies until maybe 3 months after the game was out. I swear to God. I thought the system where you had to call the 4 challengers was actually really kind of cool. And the starter room has to be one of the best starting rooms of all time, and I honestly might have to put it as my favorite starting room ever. And that damn legendary elephant fight at the end, oh my, that was a dope-ass fucking ending, I swear. I'm not going to spend any more time on that because it's honestly just one of the most perfect maps. I mean, it's a top 10 map in my opinion of all time. I know some people will put it at top 5. And that's all I got to say about it. At number 9, I have Die Rise, my boy. This is my best map I've ever performed on of all time. I swear to God, my average round is probably 50, dog. I swear to God. I got to my highest round of all time on this map. Y'all niggas can't fuck with me. This map is good. It was innovative. Y'all niggas are stupid if you think this map ain't good. I swear to God. I know y'all niggas out there, some of y'all be like, yo, this is the worst map ever. Some people would rather play Transit than goddamn Die Rise. Who is you buying drugs from? Because I want to know. Who is your plug? Who is giving you that good ass shit? Because I want to know, dog. I mean, I honestly just don't understand what the big hatred towards Die Rise is. People are always like, yo, you need PhD on this map, and the fact that they teased it, they're assholes. You don't need PhD on the map. You really don't. Everything's set up pretty much perfectly so you don't kill yourself by accident. Yeah, getting the trample steam all the way down is kind of annoying. You gotta keep pressing square, or what is it, X on Xbox, so you just gotta keep pressing that and walking over to the ledge and then dropping it. And then you, after you do all that, have to drop down without falling to the 3rd floor, or to the basement, or whatever the fuck the last part. And yeah, I can get that's annoying. Building the trample steam is my only personal least favorite part of this map. You had this Sliquifier pre-patch, which was the best wonder weapon of all time, and it was honestly extremely easy to build. It was all basically in the same room. You get, what is it, 2 parts downstairs, you go upstairs, get the other ones. What else is there? And going back to the trample steam, how fun of a fucking buildable was that? It was so much fun. Me and my friends doing elevator challenges, me and my friends going up and not buying the couch and just standing on the excavator without the Sliquifier was so much fun. Training on the rooftop, trying to train on the rooftop with 4 people, I remember doing that. That was fun. We only got to round, I think, like 18. And I got to my highest round ever. I got to round 102. What's up? What y'all niggas talking about? Y'all can't fuck with me. And what else is really cool about this map, you can take the route of playing casual and boring and just sitting where the elevator is with the galvanuckles and just spamming the circle fire. You can do that. Or you could go out and try to train on the rooftop, or try to train even at spawn. That was a lot of fun at one point. There's just so many directions you can go with Die Rise, and that's the reason I fell in love with it, and it's one of my favorite maps of all time. At number 8, I have Der Eisendrache. And like I said before, as I said about Origins, as I said about gorod, I understand this is one of the best maps of all time. And some would say it is their best map of all time. And I 100% agree, and I can 100% understand that. I personally had a lot of fun on this map too. The bows were such a cool concept, even though they were copying the Origin steps, but you know, it was a cool ass bow and it fit the map. It was really dope. The wolf bow and the freaking lightning bow, shout out to them, man. The two best bows on the map and the two easiest bows to make on the map. The Panzer wasn't as annoying as it was in BO2, even though I didn't mind it in BO2. It was really good for high rounders, it was really good for casuals. It had a really cool boss fight, which was honestly, I think, truly the first ever boss fight ever introduced into zombies. And it was honestly just such a great map. I mean, it was kind of an easy map, but it really, just the way it flowed was amazing. And I have basically nothing negative to say about the Horizon. And that's why it was at number 8. Now at number 7, I have Shadows of Evil. Yes, my favorite Black Ops 3 Zombies map. And let's just say one thing. I got all the Black Ops 3 maps out, and I haven't gotten to my top 6 yet. Damn, a lot of people are gonna be mad. So yeah, Shadows of Evil is my favorite map of Black Ops 3. I felt Shadows innovated the best out of all the maps, and I feel as if Black Ops 3, as it went along, it just did not follow up with what Shadows of Evil brought. You had at launch the Apollogon Servant that you could goddamn upgrade using that stupid glitch, which was absolutely OP, which was later patched obviously, but still. You had Beast Mode, which was honestly a lot of fun. The scenery of the map, you know I keep going back to the scenery. You cannot tell me Morgue City doesn't look dope as fuck. It looks absolutely amazing in my opinion. It's one of the best looking maps of all time. There's so many great spots to train, whether it's in the Pack-a-Punch room or it's next to the Ruby's Rabbit. Yes, the Margwas can obviously get annoying, but they're honestly, like I said, they're just a nice challenge and just something to kind of wake you up while you're playing. For a launch map, it was honestly amazing. And now that I think about it, it's the best launch map of all time, in my opinion. That's pretty cool to think about. And I'm not going to get into it much more than that. At number 7, I had Shadows. Let's get into number 6 now. So, you know how I should probably have all the World at War maps gone? Well, I have 2 of them left. And at number 6, I have Verukkt. Oh my god, the scariest map of all time. No question at all. I know they tried to do it with Zetsubo, which was more of a freaking joke than a scare. But Verukkt was just so close-cornered, it was so chaotic, it was so much fun with 4 people. If you got to round 20 with 4 people, you were a goat. They had the World at War weapons, which are obviously not the best, but, you know, it just gave such a good challenge. It's a fucking insane asylum. You hear noises all the damn time. It's so creepy, so grimy. I just absolutely love it. If this map had Pack-a-Punch, it would be so freaking good, man, I swear. It was the first map to introduce perks. It was revolutionary. There's just not that much bad I could say about it. I can understand why casuals wouldn't like this map. And I would say I'm a casual, but I'm a casual player that likes fucking chaotic maps. I don't care what anyone else says, that's my number 6, and there you go. At number 5, at my number 5 spot, I have Indeed 5. Now, this is also arguably one of the worst maps of all time, but just hear me out for a second. First of all, the fucking characters. Just look at them. Just look at them. I mean, you got a damn president and a guy who smokes a cigar all day. What else do you need? Now, you might be thinking to yourself, yo, my boy, Jacob, the Pentagon thief, annoying. Nah! No! It is not annoying in my opinion. You get a damn bonfire sale if you fucking kill him before he takes your weapon. And you get a max ammo, and if he does take your weapon and you kill him, and I don't know how it works, but you could still get a fire sale. It was so close-cornered, and playing this with randoms was my absolute favorite map of all time to play with randoms. It was so chaotic. Staying in the labs was my favorite part if I was playing with randoms or even solo. It was so freaking chaotic and just so much chaos and no time to think. It was just crazy. I mean, training in the Pentagon, I mean, what else? You know, that's dope, obviously. I mean, you could get to extremely high rounds by training and using the freaking trap, which I actually personally never even used the trap before. I mean, you're damn John F. Kennedy or Robert McNamara or Richard Nixon or fucking Castro. What else do you need? Oh man, and also getting to Pack-a-Punch was really well done in my opinion. I actually like the elevator system. I also really did kind of enjoy the elevator system, even though I hate it when all my fucking friends would leave me behind in that damn elevator. I'd get mad, man. But I just personally really like the challenge and the scenery of this map, and that's why I have it at number 5. So you know how I keep talking about scenery, scenery, scenery? I'm about to say the best looking map of all time. I don't care what the fuck y'all niggas think. It is Shangri-La. Shangri-La looks so dope, and the Black Ops 3 Zombies Chronicles version shouldn't even be on PS4. It should be on the PS fucking 7. It looks so good. Alright, maybe I'm overreacting a little bit, but it looks good. Now, putting Shang at 4, I'm sorry. I think that's a good spot for it. I know a lot of people don't like it. Once again, it's a challenge, blah, blah, blah. Y'all niggas are noobs. What y'all niggas talking about? Fuck out of here. But I really did enjoy Shangri-La. I played it when it came out. I was instantly hooked. I was like, fuck Kino, fuck Ascension, I'm playing this shit non-stop, and I honestly did. And do you think I got past round 30 on it? Hell no, I never got past round 30 on it. My highest is 30. That was it. I remember getting it. I felt so good. And then I realized, goddamn, like, people like Frenzy are getting around fucking, what is it, 100 and something? Like, crazy. I love the monkeys. Like, I really like the monkeys. I love how they're implemented. The fact that you gotta, when you get a drop, just, like, be cautious and not have to, you know, let it sit and, like, have to grab the drop. Either grab it or don't. It's just, honestly, just such a good concept, in my opinion. You could even use it to your advantage. If a monkey goes up to a max ammo, it can turn into a damn perk bottle. That made one room challenges amazing. I mean, yeah, the beautiful waterfall. I mean, it's on Mars. And I just honestly really like it. And if there's anyone out there that want to comment and say what they would put Shang as, I would just love to know, because I really love this map. And now I'm going to get into number 3, I guess. At number 3, I have Mob of the Dead. Now, this is one I can actually say with my chest that I know people aren't going to get mad about. Mob of the Dead. I mean, how crazy is it? The one thing that Mob of the Dead did better than Blood of the Dead, besides everything, one specific thing, is the fact that in Mob of the Dead, you feel like a prisoner escaping. As if in Blood of the Dead, you feel as if you're the guard trying to do shit. Like, it's just such a better feeling. I had a piss-easy Easter egg, which I honestly am a fan of. I mean, the damn warden was a pain in the ass, but it was honestly pretty cool. I mean, there's not many more things more classic than the goddamn training in the cafeteria and using the acid trap. I mean, it was such a great class. It was great. You had the Hell's Retriever, which was really fun to use, and then the Hell's Redeemer, which I personally never got. You had the Blundergat, and is it the Acid Gat, and then the Virtualic Withering? I think I said that right. Which are honestly some of the best wonder weapons ever. One of the best cool looking ones, obviously. This is honestly the first map I genuinely got Pack-a-Punch without seeing any tutorials or any gameplay of anyone getting Pack-a-Punch. I remember I was with my homie Tommy Gun. What is it? I was with my homie Tommy Gun 2034. That was his name. Oh my god. Shout out to him, man. I miss him, man. We discovered it, and it was crazy. He was screaming, because he was always a screamer, and I was just kind of quiet back in the day. There's obviously no question about it. It's one of the best maps of all time, and that's why I have it at number 3. At number 2, I have, and this was originally my number 1, Call of the Dead. I don't care about the ice freezing you. I don't care about George Romero. I don't care about the So Easy Easter egg. I do not care. I don't care about the fog. I don't care about the VR11. I don't care about the scavenger. This map is one of the most perfectly laid out maps of all time. There's no question about it. This was the first map to introduce a celeb cast, which was honestly crazy at the time. I could go on and on. I absolutely love the scavenger. It's probably my personal favorite wonder weapon of all time. I know it does dip below 40s, I think 35 it starts to dip, but it's just such a great map. You had PhD, you had the sickle, you had stamina, you had goddamn everything. I swear, it was just such a good time. I'll go back any day to play Call of the Dead. There were so many different ways to play it. I know some of y'all out there did the Lighthouse Challenge with friends. It was just such a good map for the time, and a lot of people would agree it's just one of the best well-done maps of all time. And that's why I have it at number 2. Now into number 1. Now, number 1. Oh god. At number 1, I have Der Reese. Now, this is not the Black Ops 1 version, not the Black Ops 3 version, this isn't the Giant, this is OG Der Reese, man. It introduced and innovated so much, man. I mean, I know there were dogs on Kino, but not like on Der Reese. It introduced the Bowie knife, it introduced Pack-a-Punch, I mean, what the fuck, it introduced Pack-a-Punch. And let's just talk about the catwalk with friends. There's no more fun than that, ever. There was nothing more iconic and fun to do than to sit on the catwalk with LMGs with friends. One person's got the WAF. It was just such a good time. Pack-a-punching the double barrel was amazing. I think it was a one-shot till 26, which was absolutely amazing, especially playing with 4 players. And to get into that, playing with 4 players on this map was just absolutely so much fun. This is the most iconic map of all time. Without Der Riese, we wouldn't have any zombies map after that be as good. And obviously me putting it at number 1 means it is my favorite. I just love how grimy and gruesome this map was. It was just so much chaos. It was just great. There were so many ways and so many places to train. You could train at spawn, you could train where the Thompson is, you could train even in the fucking where the first teleporter, usually where you go, would be. You could train right where the trap is. There's just so many. You could run around the map and use the different traps as you're running, which is what I personally did. I got to around 89 on OG Der Riese, which I know isn't the best, but it's my personal best. And I just love this freaking map, and I'll go back any day and play OG Der Riese. Now that is gonna be my top 27 zombies maps, in my opinion, of all time. If you made it to my number 1, I just want to thank you so freaking much, man. The fact that you heard me disrespect Origins and Gorod, I just appreciate it so much, and I truly am thankful. If you agreed, leave a like, I guess. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, I guess. I usually don't ask for likes, but I put a lot of time into this video and a lot of just hours. And yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and fucking bust up, dude.